Today we're talking about a vehicle that can make grown adults grin like kids on the last day before summer vacation, the remarkable 1941 Chevrolet school bus, better known among hot rod fans as the Magic Bus 3. This isn't just an old bus. It's a rolling time machine, a handcrafted masterpiece, and proof that even a retired school bus can enjoy a better retirement plan than most politicians. The moment you see this machine painted with attitude and sitting low over its wheels, you understand why people stop, stare, and smile. It has the charm of pre-war America mixed with custom craftsmanship that would impress even the toughest car show judges. Hit that button, grab your favorite drink, and let's climb aboard one of the coolest custom buses ever built. The story begins with a genuine 1941 Chevrolet school bus built in the United States during a fascinating period in automotive history. America was standing at the edge of enormous change. The nation was recovering from the Great Depression while preparing for the realities of World War II. Commercial vehicles like school buses were designed with durability and practicality in mind. Nobody in 1941 imagined that more than 8 decades later one of these workhorses would become a custom diesel-powered showstopper. The particular bus featured here eventually lived many different lives. Long after its school days ended, it was converted into a motorhome. Like many retired commercial vehicles, it passed through several owners and accumulated modifications that ranged from creative to questionable. By the time Curtis OST discovered it, the bus looked like something assembled during a very confusing weekend. It had an old WaveRunner hanging off the back, a smokestack sticking out of it, and a later-era inline-6 gasoline engine under the hood. Most people would have looked at it and called a scrapyard. Curtis looked at it and saw potential. The inspiration for the project came from an unexpected source, his wife, Stacy. As a school bus driver, she jokingly suggested that if Curtis was going to build another custom vehicle, maybe he should build something for her. One of the ideas she mentioned was a bus. Fate immediately joined the conversation. Only days later, they learned about this abandoned Chevrolet sitting not far from their home. Sometimes, the automotive gods work in mysterious ways. Fortunately, the structure of the bus remained surprisingly solid. Years spent in Colorado had helped preserve much of the original metal and frame. Instead of spending years repairing catastrophic rust damage, Curtis could focus on transforming the vehicle into the vision he had in mind. His metalworking skills became the foundation of the project. Rotten doors were replaced with handmade pieces. The side panels were extended roughly 6 inches, or about 15 centimeters, to visually lower the body and create a sleeker profile. One of the most impressive challenges involved the fenders. To accommodate wider tires and achieve the perfect proportions, Curtis acquired components from a 1941 Chevrolet 3/4-ton truck. The front fenders were widened approximately 5 inches, nearly 12 centimeters. Meanwhile, the original bus fenders were creatively transformed into rear fenders. The result looks so natural that many observers assume Chevrolet built it that way from the factory. Of course, every great custom build includes at least one headache. When custom 22-inch Alcoa aluminum wheels were ordered, Curtis requested measurements from the manufacturer and built the rear fenders accordingly. Unfortunately, the dimensions turned out to be inaccurate. After installation, the fenders were more than an inch too narrow. Rather than compromise, he removed them and built new ones. That level of dedication separates a good project from an unforgettable one. Another clever solution appeared in the rear lighting system. Using 1941 Chevrolet truck headlight buckets as taillight housings was already unconventional. Finding lenses that fit seemed nearly impossible until a friend arrived with lenses from an early 1960s Ford Galaxy. Amazingly, they fit perfectly. Sometimes automotive restoration is engineering. Sometimes it feels like winning the world's strangest lottery. The transformation was never intended to create a tire-shredding hot rod. Curtis wanted a dependable cruiser capable of long-distance travel, show appearances, and trailer towing. That goal shaped every technical decision made during the build. The result would become a unique blend of classic American styling and proven diesel reliability, creating a machine unlike anything that ever transported children to school in 1941. When it came to the mechanical foundation of the Magic Bus 3, Curtis focused on practicality rather than outrageous horsepower. The heart of the build became a 6-liter, 1-2-valve Cummins inline-6 diesel engine, one of the most respected truck engines ever produced. Mounted in the front and connected to an Allison 4-speed automatic transmission, the powertrain delivers reliability that owners of vintage vehicles can only dream about. Aside from a modest fuel plate adjustment and a freer flowing air intake, the engine remains close to stop. That decision paid off handsomely. The bus can achieve more than 20 miles, approximately 12 liters per 100 kilometers, on the highway while still towing a trailer when needed. Power reaches the road through a Dana 80 rear axle sourced from the same Dodge truck that donated the engine. Despite weighing around 8,100 pounds, or approximately 3,674 kilograms, the bus remains surprisingly comfortable and easy to drive. The Allison transmission originally handled much heavier commercial loads, so Curtis selected a torque converter with a lower stall speed to improve drivability and fuel economy. Ride quality was equally important. The interior follows the same philosophy as the exterior, blend nostalgia with usability. Swiveling captain's chairs occupy the front section, while the rear features a custom wraparound bench inspired by classic American diners. Instead of modern foam cushions, the seat uses traditional metal springs. The moment passengers sit down, they experience the bounce and feel of a bygone era. It's the kind of detail most builders would overlook, but enthusiasts immediately appreciate. Before discussing money, it's worth recognizing what makes this vehicle truly valuable. The Magic Bus is not simply a restored machine. It represents thousands of hours of fabrication, problem-solving, creativity, and determination. Every widened fender, handmade panel, and carefully chosen component reflects a builder who refused to settle for average. The result is a rolling piece of Americana that brings joy wherever it goes, and honestly, that may be the greatest achievement of all. In a world full of stress, traffic, deadlines, and neighbors arguing about whose garbage can cross the property line by 3 inches, a vehicle that makes people smile is something special. My friend Timmy says if he owned this bus, he'd drive it to every family reunion just to arrive looking important. Considering he's been divorced several times, he probably needs all the help he can get. Meanwhile, Bob would likely park it under a tarp because he'd be convinced satellites were trying to steal its secrets. So, if there's a lesson here, it's simple. Never underestimate an old vehicle, never underestimate a skilled builder, and never throw away a dream just because it looks a little rusty. Sometimes the coolest machine at the show starts life as scrap metal, waiting for a second chance.